So welcome. Today we will see the analysis of coil spring. So first of all, start with ANSYS Workbench. ANSYS Workbench release 2. The latest version which is available now, it is 2021. So we have to go for the option which is this window will open. In this window you will see a static structural analysis. So you have to select static structural analysis. Then there are various things available. First one, geometry, model, setup, solution and result. So first one I will go to the geometry in design modeler. So I have selected a design modeler option out of the geometry and I will proceed. So here click on any one of the plane over here. Once you click on the plane, you will see X, Y and Z. So this is red X, this is green Y and this is Z component. Now just first of all, let's set the units before proceeding. So we are interested in creating a spring. So how to create the geometry, that we'll go on to see first. So what is important is you have to create a sketch. So go to sketching. I'm creating a line over here. From the center part, I'm creating a line over here. Okay. So I will give the dimension to this line here. V1, say for example, I'm giving it 100. So the line has been generated by me of dimension 100. Now I want a spring to be along this particular line. So what you have to do, that I have shown to you with the first line. Now many of you, what you do, sometimes you do the mistake of creating the sketch on single plane. Okay, so creating in the same sketch most of the people do. So what thing you have to avoid is you have to create one more sketch over here like this, sketch 2. Then in that sketch 2 you have to draw the circle. So I am here drawing a circle. Now in sketch 2 I have drawn, otherwise you will get error. So this is D2. I will specify some diameter as 8. So diameter of your spring will be 8. Now what I have to do is I have to go for one operation which is called as sweep. So I am selecting this sweep operation. Now there is profile and path. So what should be my profile? Profile will be this one. So I am selecting profile and path will be this one. So profile and path should be different. Just like we can observe, profile path was created in sketch 1, profile I have created in sketch 2. So this is what you have to always remember. Now to this specification you have to check out here you required turns. How many turns you required? Say for example 100 centimeter is there. So I am specifying somewhere around 5 turns. Now let's generate over here. Now the spring has been generated as soon as it is clicked, but you are not able to see the internal linings for the spring. So that's why what I am doing is I am making this as a add to frozen. Now see, so internal portions will be somewhat transparent when I selected this as a add to frozen. Now we have created a geometry. Now while considering the we say coil spring, we are applying force at one end and we are considering the fixed support at the other end. So what we will do, we'll create a plane, then we'll slice the geometry and then we'll one more time slice the geometry at the top side. Now as of now you will see one part, one body. So this whole body is a single one. You can just check it. The whole body is single one over here. Now I will slice the geometry into some parts. So first for this I will create a plane. Now how to slice the geometry? We want to slice the geometry along ZX. So I need to select ZX plane over here. So I selected ZX plane. Now offset by, I will say offset is equal to 10, so that my plane will be shifted by 10 distance above. You can just check the plane has been shifted by 10 distance above. Now what I will do is I will slice the geometry over here. So for this first I will generate. So the plane is generated at elevation of 10. Now I will go for slice operation. Here slice, select the earlier plane which we have. Now slice the object. Now you can see this one is different and this one is different. On this side you can see two parts, two bodies. Same way we have to slice the spring from the top. So one more time I will create one more plane. Which plane we have to cut? We have to cut in this direction, horizontal. So that's why I am considering ZX. So I will select plane ZX. Now at what distance? I will say offset Z. So this is my blue. So I will say offset Z. Offset by 90. Total distance, total length of your spring, we say here in vertical direction it was 100. So I am selecting it 90. Now what I will do is again we'll do the same operation, that is slice. Slice by the plane which I have generated. So make it generate. Now you can see 3 part 3 bodies. Earlier there was 1 part 1 body. Then we have sliced this part, 2 part 2 bodies, and the third one we have sliced this one. So we have now 3 part 3 bodies. Now first of all I will do the analysis on this spring, and then I will show you how to create a disk over here. So let's move to the model. So why I slice this? This will be the part where I will be applying force, and this will be the part which I will be having a fixed one, and then I will proceed for. Now first of all I will generate a default mesh. We'll just check whether the computer itself gives a proper mesh or not. Now you can see somewhat the shape has been changed. So you can go for changing the mesh size. So I will take first as a 0.03. Say for example, I will try to generate the mesh. We'll see whether any changes are taking place here or not. Whether the geometry becomes smooth or whether the meshing becomes smooth or not. If it becomes smooth, then we can actually proceed. But if you want to try whether to improve the quality of mesh, you can just take out some more smaller value also. Say I am taking 0.025. Let's make it generate. Now just see how the mesh will be there earlier and now. So somewhat better than the earlier one. I will just try to reduce this to some smaller value. I will try reduce it to 0.02. Now make it generate. So I have taken 0.03, then I have taken 0.25, now I have taken 0.2. Now see how the mesh will be. Okay, so it is better than the one which we had earlier. Now let's try to apply few boundary conditions. First one, it is the fixed support. So I want the bottommost part as a fixed support. So I am selecting this over here. Make it apply. So this is a fixed support. One more thing, I will go on to apply force. In which direction? I will apply force here. Make it apply. Instead of vector, I will say component, so that I can apply force in y direction. So I will say somewhere around minus 900. We will see the component is in downward direction. So this is one which applied fixed support, as well as we have specified the force. Now let's see whether we can generate the solution or not. So I will select this solve over here. So the system will start doing the okay. So okay, one more thing which is left is what we want to observe, that is pending. So first one I have seen the total deformation. Second one I want to observe the stress over here. So I have selected total deformation and stress. So now I will solve this. Okay, so in front of this, if you get right click, it means the solution has been there and we have successfully solved this. If you don't get any right click over there, it means there is some error. You have to check it again. So here we have generated. Let's see with the help of the frames. I am taking it 1010 seconds. Now see, I have applied force from this top. So the deformation, wherever the red zones are there, we will say the maximum deformation is actually taking place over there. Now let's move to the second part over here, that is related to stress. Now check out where the points where we are supposed to get the maximum stresses over here or not. So in this particular view, it is not clearly visible. you can just slightly change the view of the object in order to visualize it better way. Now if you don't want to see this mesh, simple select a no wireframe. In this case it will be quite better visualization for all of you, so you can select that particular option over here. So this is how the analysis of leaf spring we have seen. Now if you want to save this result, simply you have to go here and you can export this video as per the file format. Now there one more thing which I would like to say. So this is here we have taken 0.02. Now let's take it 0.01, whether we are able to solve it or not. So I will generate the mesh first before proceeding. See what happens if I take 0.01. Okay, it takes time because of we have taken the small size of the element, so that's why it is taking time. So the time required will also depends on your system configuration. Okay, so it has been completed. It is too fine, which is you can see now totally circular objects are been there, but whether we are able to solve this or not, so that is the question. Now I will just click on this solve button and we'll check whether we are able to solve this or not. So the process has started, 6% has been completed. Now this is a very fine mesh. Now here it shows error, the product license has numerical size limit. So whatever the size we have selected, it is not recommended for the academic version, because we are using the academic version. So we cannot use this much of mesh size. If you have the enterprise edition, in that case easily you can use it over here. So let's take it 0.15, whether it can work or not. So I will just generate a mesh. So earlier we have taken 0.2, it was no issue at all. Then I have taken 0.15. We'll see whether it is able to solve or not. So one more time I will click on the solve. If you get still the message, it means that this size also cannot be used. So we need to make certain changes. So 0.1015 I have taken, it was not working, so I am going back to 0.02. Now let's generate the mesh again. So more number of elements, it will ensure that the more accuracy will be there with respect to your problem. Now let's solve this, whether we get some error or not. In this situation we have not got any kind of message, and we can see in front of solution the total information. It is right click, here it is also right click. So we can actually solve this with respect to the mesh size of 0.02. So this is what the thing which you have to remember. Thank you.